What is life? What is life?
I don't know. Like I said, we're in rollover day after stir crazy. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't have words to form today, so I don't know.
What is the word I just used like 5
Slap
minutes ago?
happy?
Yes.
Slap happy.
Yeah.
We're slap happy. We're sleep deprived. We are exhausted. Did you guys miss us? That's the question I
It's
want to
like
know.
a
Did
road
you
trip
miss us last Monday?
hangover.
Because we typically don't leave y'all hanging, but we did.
This is only the second time we've skipped a podcast.
We were totally going to skip today on you guys, just so you know.
Oh, you guys are lucky
The
we
struggle is
didn't.
real, but listen to this. Today's December 2nd, and I completely forgot. I'm an asshole like that. I completely forgot. It's our 2-year anniversary.
It's our 2-year anniversary of the day that we met, which is what we dubbed our official anniversary.
Yeah, which I feel like, I don't know, is this normal for lesbian couples? Like, we have a lot of anniversaries. I feel like when we started talking, when we like really got serious, when we met in person, like there's layers
There's a
of
few
anniversaries, but like our main like go-to anniversary is December 2nd.
Yeah, we've always said December 2nd was the day. And both of us kind of forgot though. Like I can't say that I didn't completely.
I was shocked. So I'm walking into the bedroom and there's a dozen roses and a letter from Ember. So sweet. And I just felt, yeah, I saw that. I spit when I said that, and you like your eyes, your eyeballs just tracked my spit flying across the microphone.
Roll with it.
You just roll with it.
Yourself.
That's okay because I couldn't just not acknowledge the fact that you just tracked that.
Spit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm slap happy too. Anyways, I felt like
there were a dozen roses and a letter. And what was your initial reaction? I wish I could have seen it.
My initial reaction was like, fuck. It's our anniversary. Like anybody would say that, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I knew this day was coming. I'm a planner.
Yeah.
I could have planned for it. There's just so many moving pieces right now, so many things happening in our personal life, with our kids, with us, with just fucking coming out of the election, life in general, and then add on a layer of like work and stress, holiday stress, all of it. It's a lot. I'm glad we met in December. But there is so much shit happening in December, so many birthdays, holidays, travel, and the thought of all of that makes me feel a little suffocated. Yeah. So my initial thought was, fuck, I would love to make you feel so special for our anniversary, but we just drove 32 hours in the car, and I cannot even form a sentence today. And I dropped the ball. But make eye contact with me right now. Let's just have a moment of silence and hold and lock. Very intense. This is uncomfortable for you, is it?
No.
Let's just hold this moment of eye contact. Okay. This is what I'm going to give to you right now.
Oh. This is my
This
anniversary
is this is intense. No, it's not all. It's not all I got. This is just a moment.
Okay.
A moment to slow down and to recognize just this.
Just each other in the moment.
Right now.
Can I tell you what I'm looking at right now?
A piece of hair that's tickling my eye that I want to itch. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. I was just trying so hard to push through that. That's life though, right?
Yeah,
you just push through.
Life.
You just push through it. Even when something's poking you dead center of the eye, you just fucking push through it, I guess.
Yeah. No, I had forgotten it was our anniversary too, if I'm being completely honest. What's happening? If you're not watching the YouTube video, I strongly urge you to, because it's the situation today.
There was a piece of hair in your face too. I'm just sweet. I'm more of a sweeper, a hair sweeper, aware. Go for it. Say your thoughts.
I was reminded of our anniversary because of a TikTok video, and I just kind of, like I told you earlier,
that's so fucking Facebook.
Lucky. I got lucky.
I was reminded it was your birthday because of Facebook. I'm just kidding. I love you.
And so I wrote you a little note,
and it was sweet.
Crazy.
No, it wasn't anything crazy, but it was sweet. And you know, after all of the travels, does everybody even know like what we just did? I feel like you should, if you're listening, you should know that we just like not once, but like multiple times
in a span of 1 week, 7 days, we spent what added up to probably about 70 hours in the car after it's all said and done.
Goddamn.
Mathing is
Goddamn.
hard for me right now, but yeah, it was a lot of travel back and forth for my kids to spend the holidays with us, and I I, I won't do that again.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, I shouldn't. Yeah, I
It's
won't
not
do
that
the
we
drive like
the
that
drive.
again.
It's the drive. It's not. It's not the kids. Please don't.
I won't see them like
We're
that
just done.
again.
We're done with that.
No, I will. We've been using these trips as a way to kind of learn what's going to work and what's not.
It's a test and learn.
That is not going to work.
We are basically evaluating every move we make with this first year, and we have been very vocal about our boundaries and the things we're learning in policy type of things. You can tell I've been on meetings all day of like contracts and shit, right? Our policy here, we're just like figuring it out, and we're asking family for the time in the space to figure this out and blend our family with just us and get through this first year. Every time you go through a divorce, and not like everybody goes through one, but if you've been through a divorce before, the first year is the hardest, and you have to adjust and give and take and compromise and just come to terms with not everything is going to go your way in your favor, and it is a learning curve. And getting through the first year after a divorce, understanding, sharing, and co-parenting, holidays, birthdays, special occasions, all of that might not necessarily fall on your day or whatever, and you have to like find new things to occupy your time and get through it, right? And so this year we have asked everybody just to like, hey, let us figure out this first year together without all the extra stops along the way of stopping at Uncle Joe's house. I don't have an Uncle Joe, but
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, just figuring that out.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's just so much. There's a lot of moving parts and pieces when it comes to the entire travel, and I think anybody would have to do some like trial and error type situation to figure out what's going to work and what's not. But this weekend specifically, we left at 3 a.m. Saturday morning, drove straight through, and got to Colorado's destination, Colorado Springs, by what? It was like 10 p.m.
Something like that.
We then had pancakes at 11 o'clock at night, slept in the back of the car,
which
and
it was fucking cold.
It was cold.
But together we made a magical fire.
We slept in the back of the car. We woke up by 5 a.m., which was later than where we wanted to wake up at 3. That didn't happen.
Ignored that alarm with the quickness.
I turned that off. I don't even think I remember turning it off.
With the quickness.
You didn't stop me.
I didn't. What got me up was the cold.
Yeah.
The car was damn near frozen, and we were plenty warm inside our little double sleeping bag and extra blankets, but my face was frozen.
Yeah.
And I kept realizing that it was like almost like an ice cream headache.
We had created
like,
kind of
I
like
gotta get up.
It was almost like an igloo situation where it's like just warm enough on the inside but like frigid on the outside.
Yeah.
So I just want to state that Kirby, sweet Kirby, wanted me to continue sleeping, and so they jump up real quick and climb into the front seat,
but not with joy.
No,
I was full of piss and vinegar.
They had a rough morning. You had a rough morning. Lots of things didn't go exactly how they planned. Like the first gas station that you chose to bring us to, so you could get coffee and go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
didn't work out. Wasn't open. So
not trying to get sold into trafficking.
Long story short,
I had to bail.
I'm still in the back of the car trying to sleep. But like off-roading is happening at the same time, and we have a blow-up air mattress in the back of the car. I was like a sack of potatoes, like fucking bouncing around all over the back of the car. So when we finally got to the gas station, I was like, I'm up. Let me drive. Everything's fine.
Well, okay. The roads were sketch, and it was a little bit not a great turf. A lot of potholes, but I was also full of piss and vinegar, so I'm sure I wasn't taking it smooth sailing by any means.
I know is I
popping you like a bag of popcorn back there all around, and I saw your head bouncing quite a few times, and I just chose to keep driving through it.
Well, I walked into the gas station bathroom, and you were aggressively brushing your teeth with a very cheap gas station toothbrush
that I couldn't get the damn, it was like one of those travel ones that folds, and it was stuck. And I I was so delusional and just fucking
well,
over
and antsy
everything
at the
and
same
antsy and
time.
like,
So
yeah,
you're
you don't want to
like,
be just like hanging out in a gas station bathroom
right.
brushing your teeth. Like, you're in and out. Plus, I didn't even pay for it yet. That's how like I on this whole travel journey, I just like walked in every gas station like I own the fucking place. Like, where's a toothbrush? I need a toothbrush, and went and
Yeah.
brushed my teeth. Or you need a cup of ice, get a cup of ice. We need some more coffee creamer, we're gonna grab some more coffee creamer. That was the approach. And so I'm like in there like struggling, and I'm like, I don't even want to pay for this thing. I mean, I did pay for it. I gave her like the empty package, and I was like, here's this, like, we're brushing our teeth.
Somewhere along the somewhere along
Somewhere, somewhere.
meet somewhere along the way there's a gas station that we stole pickles from accidentally.
We didn't. The kids did, and they were like below the counter. And I was like, I thought she charged me for them.
Somebody's inventory is going to be off somewhere in Nebraska.
Oh, stolen pickles slap though. I will say that.
Better
No.
than paid for pickles.
No, it was crazy. I had the most fun at an IHOP. I can't really say that about anything else, but like the fun was there at
The
the
IHOP
IHOP.
date was fun.
We laughed so hard.
I think everybody in the restaurant knew we were there. Like, everybody knew that we were existing in that booth at that moment.
You know what I found it most interesting about that whole IHOP experience? Not only the fact that you called the pancake stack a 5-piece.
Yeah, I asked for a 5-piece pancake stack.
Was when we got up to go to the bathroom before we left, and they were like, do you have the code? And why would we? We've never been there before. We're just passing through. No, we don't have the code. Oh yeah, they say it really loud. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So if you guys ever happen to be in where the hell were we?
Like Omaha or some shit.
No, that was like
Pueblo. No, Pueblo, Colorado. Yeah.
And you're passing through an IHOP. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 for the bathroom pass code.
Yeah. But so we woke up at 5 a.m. Sunday morning, and we drove 16 home,
hours straight,
which landed us here at 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we woke up today, and it's been steady work and school and back to like the normal grind. And so it's been like, honestly, a whirlwind. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I've been just kind of like in a different dimension for a few days at this point.
Dimension.
Yeah.
I do too. But you know what? We did it. And I'm not one to pray a lot, but I will say, like, I'm not a religious person. But there were moments where I was asking the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. I was praying for us to have a safe, we had very important precious cargo in the car, and wanted to get the kids back home to their dad safe. And they were troopers the whole entire way.
Oh my gosh, they did
so good. There were no tantrums, no crying fits, none of that. Mostly just like, are we there yet questions of like, can you zoom out so we can see how far we are from dad's, and like, are we in Colorado or are we in Wisconsin, things like that. But they were amazing.
Yeah, they did really good, and we did really good. Like, I'm sorry, but I have to, like, I like to toot my own fucking horn when it comes to us. Like, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but I told you the other day that I truly just feel like there's nothing that we could be asked to take on that we couldn't do together. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I don't know. There's not a whole lot, if any, other people in this world that I would get in the car with and drive like that for so long.
If anyone else out there asked me to drive across the country with them and like drop kids off and then turn directly around and drive back across the country, I would say you're fucking high. Like, get out of here, scram, get the hell out. Absolutely not. But you're different, and like we're like same, and it was fun.
We had fun moments, and I feel like yesterday's drive it felt like more of kind of a road trip in the beginning, of just kind of like casual fun, as opposed to, oh my god, we gotta be there, pedal to the metal type situation. Although it was. That's the funny part. Yesterday was more of like a, oh my God, we gotta go.
Well, it's like when
And
we
it
were waking
still
up
felt
and it's
fun.
like, it's not 5:30 back home. It's 6:30 back home.
That puts us home at
Well, we're
midnight.
gonna be like, this is not even counting stops. And like I was like,
Yeah.
I have to work in the morning. This is not okay.
Okay, but can I tell everybody real quick a lesson that I did learn on
What's
our
that?
road trip?
What's that?
No matter where you are or what you are doing, where you are headed, do not buy egg salad sandwiches from gas stations.
Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I did. I heard you out. I tried the fucking sandwich.
I don't recommend it either. I really don't recommend an egg salad sandwich when traveling.
We
for
were
anybody.
hopeful. We took one bite. We looked at each other and we were like, I think you said, you don't like it? And I said, no, I don't like it. And you were like, good, me neither. And we threw it out the window.
Well, so here's the thing. When you're traveling, especially like through fucking Nebraska of all places, that's like the
So
state that
boring.
never ends.
So stinky.
So stinky.
What?
You're trapped in a porta potty for sure. But here's the thing. So you stop and you have like your basic fast food choices, right? And then your shithole gas stations. We went into this Quick Star. I wanted to say Quick Trip because that's what I'm used to saying, but it was a Quick Star.
Beautiful gas station.
Absolutely pristine from the gas stations we've been. I was like,
it was like a small market.
Yeah, it was. I walked around and I was like, oh my God, like they have all this food. They have all
cleanest
like,
bathroom.
To me, like as a vegetarian, pescatarian, it's hard to find stuff through fast food restaurants of like what you want to eat. And like there's only so many times you can eat like French fries or Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So looking at the sandwiches, and I was like, a lot of times we will eat an egg sandwich, an egg salad sandwich or whatever. And I thought for a minute, like maybe some fruit and an egg salad sandwich. Like I was just like, didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep going. And at the time, for whatever reason, it sounded like, listen, I was going off very little sleep. Okay. It was a whole situation. We were in the thick of it. And I got excited for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I knew from the moment it was a suggestion that it was
a bad
one. But
what did I tell you?
What did I tell you
to do? What did I tell you to do with the sandwich?
Throw it out the window.
And then what?
I don't know.
I was like, throw it out the window, and then
so that the deer can come get it and then become roadkill. Yeah,
because like that's what I think of when you throw food out. I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna cause an animal to come out and get it, and then they're gonna get hit. So
maybe
R.I.P.
Could have been the cause of a deer's death last night, but never.
I don't know. And I will say, throughout the road trip, like we never argued or got into any like fights or there were a couple moments of like panic attacks and breakdowns and frustrations and
not
even
towards each other really,
just
though.
like just like certain things of like you're taking in a lot of people's emotions and how they do things or whatever. It was just like it was intense. There is something that I haven't told you.
Okay.
Through some of my frustrations when we were like unloading the kids' luggage to Jeff's house, and I felt like he should be out helping, and he wasn't, and I was exhausted and ripping car seats out of the car. I threw a banana peel in his yard. Along with the garbage that I left on his fence, like the bag of garbage.
Well, it is what it is.
I don't feel like it's that mean.
It's not
okay. Well, there also was one more thing. A half of a grilled cheese sandwich that I chucked, but like not in the direction of his house.
Oh,
just like
you threw a sandwich into like the neighborhood?
Yeah, I did.
You were more angry than you let on.
Well, I got through it.
You did, because you gave me a hug as soon as we got to the store. So I'm glad that like that didn't continue.
I feel like in the grand scheme of things, throwing a banana peel at somebody like.
No, you handled it so well.
Minute.
You did great. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
There was that time that I thought what I thought you were gonna say just now was the time that I like played chicken around the semi truck, and I thought maybe you were gonna say something about that.
Oh,
that you didn't.
In moments of like near death situations, I really like.
Okay.
Listen. Okay, when you're passing somebody, and there's another car coming head on. There's a bit of a thrill there, right? There's a little bit. There was a bit of a thrill.
Adrenaline.
And for me in those situations, I don't know. I get like my crazy switch flips on,
You kind of like
and I'm
it.
like, bring it the fuck
Uh
on,
huh.
bring it on, bitch.
Well, what did I say when I did it? I was like, chicken bitch. Let's play chicken
Well,
bitch.
I
It
wasn't
was
scared.
like,
That kind of shit doesn't scare me.
good. Okay. I'm glad that's not what you had to tell me because I enjoyed it too.
Um, Most random things that we saw on the road trip was
A toad.
like I was like, I think I just saw a toad. Now this is late at night. Big ass toad. I'm like, I think I just saw a toad, and you were like,
Me
holy shit, I
too.
saw it
Yeah.
too. And I'm so glad that you said that because like random like middle of the night driving, you'd be like,
Did I
bullshit.
imagine
You did
that?
not just see
Yeah.
a toad. You
Yeah.
did not see a toad. There was a toad on the side of the road. And our very first encounter of a dead cow.
Bro, I can't even explain to you.
Shit was giant.
I point out the window. I'm like, is that a fucking cow? It's like upside down, all fours up in the fucking air. Like, I don't know what happened to that thing, but
It was like near the highway in a field.
like you would imagine a normal big plump fully grown cow just falls over dead.
Yeah.
That was what it was.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
That was the first time. I mean, like, it's kind of like, okay, you've seen a million dead deer. Okay, no big deal. But like, cow's different.
It is. It was different. I saw
Bloated.
two. Yeah, that was the gross part. It was like so plump. Like I don't know. I saw two fox, which I heard is good luck. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
think
feel like I
that's.
saw anything else, and I'm okay with that,
Oh, I saw a
considering
guy
like,
puking.
ew,
That did happen.
that's enough of that. We don't need to go into that detail.
Hey, that's what I saw.
Um, I don't know. We made it. We've unloaded the car. Everybody's where they need to be. Everybody's happy. Our house is still in order, intact. That's good.
We might just sleep for the next, 3 days solid. But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah.
Life is good. It's our
Life is
anniversary.
good.
Cheers to that.
We will be celebrating in our own special little ways.
You know what's funny is like somebody recently commented on one of your videos on TikTok, and they're like, "You and Kirby never make videos anymore. You never do this." And it's like, I sometimes think people forget like the buildup of our relationship kind of unfolding to the public in front of you, like even in front of our own eyes, right? We were like becoming a couple. The amount of time and dedication in your videos and all of that, but like once you kind of merge your life together and like you're past that like fairy tale stage, honeymoon stage, not that we're past the honeymoon stage, but like those moments, like we're in it.
Yeah.
We're just in it, and we're in survivor mode right now. I said that weird, survivor mode.
Survival mode.
Just go with it. Yeah, we're just
I think there's something to be said. Take like when it's your career, that's one thing. If you're a content creator and that's how you make your money, obviously you're always going to make like a lot of content. And I think some people kind of like weave in and out of that lifestyle. But I think there's something to be said about people that can kind of step away and live in the moment and enjoy what they maybe did share with everybody and work so hard to get. And I think that's kind of where we're at, where it's like my priority is not sharing it at this point. My priority is figuring it out right here, right now.
Yeah.
In person.
It's a lot, and it's a lot to move around and juggle and
I think
orchestrate.
you're taking like some of the biggest things that people go through in life, and we've both like, I mean, all of it from divorce to relocating to merging our kids to, yeah, it's just all of it and learning how to do it all together. And I had a realization over the weekend. I've only lived with you for 5 months. That's how, like, I guess maybe that's only mind blowing to me.
No, it feels much longer. It feels much longer.
I feel like I've lived with you for a lot longer than that. Like we have lived together for my immediate reaction is like, oh yeah, I've been here forever, but it's only been 5 months.
Yeah, not that long.
And I just think it takes time to like figure it out. So
we've done a lot. The kids have adjusted so well. They're doing so great on both ends. They're doing so great. Our just whole approach to everything has been great, and
I think we're two very headstrong people who know what we want and work really hard to get it, and I think that's why it works for us.
Especially like I think we were talking about this the other day with the road trip, and people are like, why would you do that? How can you do that? Like that's a lot of driving. And I think what people forget is like, again, no hate against the men, but like in a straight marriage, a lot of the times, this is not for everybody, but a lot of the times, the wife, mother,
More
whatever,
often than not.
end up doing all of the packing, all of the planning,
Planning. Yep.
coordinating, um,
Cleaning out the car,
everything,
getting all of it.
everything.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's a lot on one person. And I think for us, when you have two moms that are already just like hit the ground ready, running, ready to go, you never underestimate what two mothers will do for their children.
Mm-hmm.
And right there, like that just it sums it up of like
Yep.
everything that we put together from like Thanksgiving dinner to having all 8 of our kids together, my mom, Tommy, that's all that was really there for it, right? There wasn't anybody else. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not missing anybody else. And we just had like this amazing.
Naomi.
Oh, yeah, Max's girlfriend. We just had this like great time cooking and hanging out and just a chill day and getting to know each other even more just as a whole family and then doing the road trips and working those in and making sure we're getting people safely to where they need to be and getting us back safe to our other kids. And it was just a lot and we did it and we not only did it well, but we had fun. We had
We
fun and we
did.
made it an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the key. When things feel very out of your control and overwhelming and you start getting anxiety and you're like, oh my God, I'm worried about this and that, just trick your brain and be like, you know what? I'm on an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's gonna go down. We don't know what's in our way. We don't know what's coming up, but like it is an adventure and we're gonna have a good playlist and we're gonna make the best of it and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna um, eat the trashy food and feel fat and nasty afterwards and be tired and exhausted. But you know what? We did it and we're back. And
And if you're doing it with the right person, then it doesn't matter how high stress it could be. It's done gracefully and
but this next trip in 2 weeks, when we get the kids back, we are doing flights. The whole entire trip will be
yeah.
flights. We just 2 weeks from now we cannot do another drive across the country and back. Not only for our mental sanity, but just even like vehicles and mileage and gas money and all of
It's
the
a
things. It's
lot.
a lot.
It's
Plane tickets are just as much, but you know what? It's a 2-hour flight
mm-hmm.
versus a 20-hour drive. So we're doing the
Yeah.
flights.
Yeah, and who knows? We might have updates about that later as to what worked and didn't work on that end. It's all a learning curve right now,
Yep.
figuring it out.
Next year might look completely different and we might end up just getting an Airbnb somewhere close to where we can all figure it out and just set up shop there. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't life is wild, so
If you would have said 2 years ago, you're going to be coordinating all this shit, driving across the country, having extra 5 kids in the family and all, I would have just laughed in your face and been like, bullshit. Cause I kind of did in the beginning. I was like, she lives in Colorado, married with 5 kids. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. And here we are today. So, buckle up and enjoy the ride because it's a wild one.
yeah, we don't even know what's going to happen next.
Stay tuned and we'll let you know next week.
Bye.